So this morning I've come down to Hackney to meet up with Rob Quirk, just to tell a little bit about his story and what's been going on with him.
I did a road bike. They've all been like all road or full on gravel. Yeah, like something like this, like you can fit 38s, but it still has road manners. But I've actually had 3 or 4 orders for like the stainless one's going to be a road disc, but then I've had like 3 more orders for like rim brake, which is just like, I think I've made 2 the entire time I've been going, which is mental. But kind of if people don't see you making it, then you don't order it, and then
Is that people like?
so it's catch 22. So you need someone to order it before other people will.
Are the rim brake people a bit, like me? I've only really just converted this year, probably because the last 2 bikes I've ridden have been disc.
Yeah.
And last year I found when I did the AFGO trip and I had a disc brake bike and a non-disc, I got caught out on the rim brakes in a pouring rain.
Yeah.
Horrible descents.
On the carbon wheels and stuff.
Carbon wheels.
Yeah.
And then the next day I'm riding the disc brake bike and I'm like, oh yeah, this is better. But are you finding a lot of people still sort of don't want to go disc?
Possibly, but I don't talk to them.
Right.
Because
they're coming to you already with a disc brake.
Because I do get people asking, do you do rim brake? I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, it's easier. Yeah. But I think, obviously, things like, when you want to ride big tyres,
yeah,
it becomes more difficult with rim brakes. There's a limit
to how big you can go.
Yeah. But I mean, most people wanting road bikes now. They'll go up to 32 anyway.
Yeah.
So you can get rim brakes over that. Let's check that.
Rob's very kindly offered to have a chat, talk to me about what he does, why he does it, but also Rob's had his struggles as well. So I thought it'd be good to have a conversation about how he copes, deals with things, and we'll take it from there. So, morning.
You alright? How's it going?
This is a bit weird because this is my first proper video, I guess. So you're a guinea pig.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
But yes, let's start off by what do you do?
Well, I mean, there's a few clues around. I'm a frame builder, so make custom bikes. Of course, you know that. I mean, so I've been doing it for 5 years now.
Really?
Yeah, it's our 5th anniversary in March.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. So pretty happy. Been going well. And do custom bespoke bikes to order. I actually, starting the business was actually a sort of response to a bout of depression.
Right.
Actually, so that I had, just because, my life, I wasn't happy with my life before that. But,
so what's, if you've been frame building for 5 years, what made you go down that route? What were you doing before?
Well, before, I mean, because my background is in like art and design, and I sort of moved to London pursuing an art practice and working on that side of things. And I actually ended up doing an MA, so I started an MA in research architecture.
Right.
At Goldsmiths, but at the time, I mean, I just turned 30. And I was like I'm doing this MA, and I was literally the only person on it who had to work to pay for it.
Right.
Because there's a lot of fine students who the governments pay for it, or I guess there's people who are quite rich.
Yeah.
And they have to worry about it. But I was like, oh, this is fine. I can work and pay, and like do my MA and like do my art practice, And also at the same time, I'd sort of got to this point where my obsession with bikes, I wanted to try to build custom carbon fibre bikes. So I was like working on the background of doing that. But I basically just burnt out. When I like turned 30, I was just like, hey, it's just a number. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
And then eventually, I ended up dropping out of the research architecture course, just because I couldn't work full time, do a part-time MA, and
it's just too much.
I couldn't even, it was just because too much. I burnt out. And then that's like when it hit me really hard, and I don't think I actually thought this, I don't think I had a thought, but I think subconsciously I knew, I was 30, at the time I was doing management, bar management, so I was running nightclubs, to pay for all these things. So I was working late nights, eating junk food. When everyone goes out cycling is on a Saturday morning and Sunday morning, and of course that's when I'm in bed.
Yeah.
And I was just think back in my mind, I just knew I was turned 30 and my life was just not where I'd expected it to be, and then just working this
Did you any previous, say prior to sort of turning 30 stuff, were you aware of any issues growing up, or was it literally just everything got on top of you at one point and...
But yeah, possibly. I mean, I think maybe I'd had things... I mean, it's hard to say because, I got... Because, at this point in my life where I did actually seek out help, because I'd sort of started having suicidal thoughts and all this, and I was just in such a deep depression. You start feeling just numb to everything.
Were you in London on your own as well, or were you in a relationship?
No, I was in a relationship. I'm still in that relationship, which has just been key to the support and help, because we talk openly about it, and we have ways that we just know what you need to do to support the other person and help them. But I mean, at that time when it became sort of something that was really overwhelming, and I didn't know how to manage it, but I didn't even know that was the thing, because I went to the doctor and I spoke to them. It's so funny because they give you this questionnaire where it's have you felt like this in the past week? Have you felt like this?
Just ticking boxes.
And I'm go down, tick it, and then hand it to the doctor, and she's so you've got depression and anxiety. And I was but I know loads of people who would answer that exactly the same. I'm isn't this maybe more of a reflection of modern life and how it doesn't let people find fulfillment or blah blah blah? And she's just yes, I agree. Now I'm going to prescribe you Prozac.